I feel like I'm eating so much more than I did when I was on Weight Watchers. And I'm okay with having higher calorie foods that used to be so high in points that I would never even buy. And now I'm eating them almost every day. It's fascinating how the science works. If you trust
Mhm.
it, let it happen. And it's so nice to have that journal to look back on and see, yeah, I did eat a lot at that restaurant or at this one party when there was cake and desserts and I really went at it. I still feel like I stop sooner than I used to because I know I'm full, I'm good. I think for me, just being able to go out for an impromptu lunch or dinner is huge now because I know, okay, I'm not going to track this and that's okay. It's going
Mhm.
to be fine because, like you always say, it's the average of the week.
Mhm.
I'm not doing that every single day. It's not so much like, okay, I'm stepping on the scale. How am I going to feel today? What should
Yeah.
my mood be like all day? It's just sort of keeping track and understanding, okay, it's higher because of the volume of food I ate yesterday. Or maybe it's just I need a bowel movement, which it's
Mhm.
amazing to see how much that can make a
Yeah.
difference. I like the math, I like the science, I like the numbers and the data. I feel like I would be out with friends or my husband or something, and I would literally say things like, oh, I'm so full, but I can't stop eating this.
Mhm.
And I don't do that anymore. Now I know I'm full. Just leave it at that. And I'll know by stopping then that later on that night, I'll feel so much better that I did that and I won't feel gross. And why did I keep doing that? And it's such a mind game to think about, just listen to your body, but it'll make sense in the long run. It's nice to feel healthy. It's nice to have
Yes.
healthy choices. And I've also learned so much how the seemingly little things can make such a big difference. Like your water goal for me has changed so much. And I mean, I think it even affects, the menstrual cycle, like we've talked about. Like, I don't get these really awful migraines like I used to. And even cramping has gone down. And I feel like a lot of that must do with the nutrition and the
Yes.
water. Yeah, even just knowing more about fiber, protein, carbs, and
Yeah.
fat is so helpful. Can't believe it took me this long to ever actually learn what they each do for me and why they're all good. I like knowing I'm getting the nutrients that I need. So now I look at a menu and I think, okay, what's my protein? What's my
Mhm.
carb? Oh, this has dressing. Okay, a little bit of fat is good. We need it every day. So even just ordering has changed. And there another thing I've learned too, there have been some days where, and you saw in my journal, where I would end up snacking a lot at night, either because I didn't plan out what I was having for dinner. So it's sort of a mishmash of things. Or I would think to myself, like, you need to put more fat into your breakfast or something. Like you need to
Mhm.
add a little bit more to, your breakfast and lunch.
I love that you're able to make those connections though and recognize I need
Yeah.
to add more to this
Right.
during the day to set me up better for later in the day.
Anyone who wants to change their relationship with food or their body wants to lose weight, understand what it takes to do that in a healthy way and maintain the weight, 100% you have changed my life. I will never go back on Weight Watchers. I can't believe that I ever was counting points, which are just this made up thing that meant nothing to me. I feel like I've learned so much just about the science and nutrition in general from you, but most importantly learned what works for me, the healthy habits that you have me on, having you comment in my journal and catching up every week and just talking through everything has changed so much, from my relationship with food to mental clarity to
Yes.
the way that I look at food and look at my body. And oh my gosh, it's 100% worth it. You wear your body every single day, so you got
Yeah.
to put the time and money into making it something that you're comfortable with. I don't want to be doing this every year. There was always a reset where it's like, okay, now in January, I'm going back on Weight Watchers. I don't want to do that every single year. Yeah, it's exciting. Some of the benefits of journaling for me are knowing that there were plenty of times throughout these past 6 months when I did eat a lot one night or indulged in the cake and had what I wanted. So it's nice to know that happened and I can look back and see, progress and how everything turned out after that. But also knowing there were weeks when I just couldn't get to the gym as often as I wanted to. And that used to make me really nervous because I would think, oh gosh, I'm not burning the calories that I'm eating. I think my numbers need to change. I would ask you, like, should
Right.
I lower them? And you would say, no, just stay the course. And so knowing that there were weeks like that, and I still made progress. Like you always say, it's not linear. And, but in the end, it wouldn't affect the outcome. It's just nice to know it wasn't a perfect day every single day. Perfect in the sense of I followed the calories, I worked out, I walked outside, I went to sleep early. That didn't happen every single day. It can't. And so knowing that I can look back and see that I had those days and it didn't ruin everything is really helpful. It feels great. I really do. I feel so good.